Woo-wee! What's going on, traders? Johnny here with the Investing for Beginners community, and we have another amazing live stream for you today. We're going to go over some quick plays, some crazy plays that happened today. Carvana is up 40%. Nio is up tremendously. The EV sector is just popping off. So we are going to share my screen, get into the video, and all that I ask is that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Let's talk about some stocks right off the bat, and then we'll get into some other stuff. As you can see, Carvana is up 32%, right? But it's actually up from these lows here that we saw, a high of 48% in a single day. Now, a lot of this did happen after hours. Right now, if you're still holding from yesterday, it's up 46%. And as you know, we bought at 88 or 81 and we sold at $90 and made some good profits, but we should have held to make almost $35 per share. Now, guys, there is sentiment saying that it's going to go up to $130, which is just fantastic. And the news is saying that as well. So Carvana is up 36%. Now I'm going to be doing a full detailed video on Carvana. So smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification so you know when that video comes out. But basically, they beat earnings. They were estimated to make negative 74 cents per share, and they're actually going to make 23 cents per share. So that's just simply amazing, guys. Now, because of this, they had really strong earnings, validating their long-held belief that Carvana's online retail model can drive industry-leading profitability while delivering industry-leading customer experience. Now, they are up 16% year over year because you could have bought this company literally for around $3. Yes, that is correct. If you look back here, this company was trading at $3, $7 for a very long time. Now, previously, it was trading at $374, so there's still potential for it to go up even more. So that's exactly what I am doing now. I am going to be playing off of some of this. We bought a few more shares for when it does go up. It doesn't mean it has to. It can definitely come down a little bit before it goes back up because there's going to be people locking in profits. 40% profit is simply amazing, and my only regret is I didn't buy more in this cash account, and I wouldn't have sold early. That is my biggest regret, selling too early. Now, this is a high risk day trading, somewhat swing trading account. Now, my main account is my margin account with over $30,000. So obviously I didn't trade this company. Now, I was trying to free up some capital. I do have over 8 positions right now. Carvana was number 9 or 10. I had 10 positions yesterday. So check out yesterday's live stream. And why can we expect this company to move up? Well, Carvana is just one of those companies that has been low for so long, has strong earnings. And not only that, guys, a lot of people are realizing Carvana is super simple way to own a vehicle. I personally own a vehicle through Carvana. Let me show you. Let me share my screen here. I bought this 2019 Dodge Challenger back in 2021, and literally all I did was I signed up online. I think I used their app, found the vehicle I wanted, did my application. I was approved within minutes, and they were able to do this whole process for, I think it was like 10 minutes of my time. Another couple days later, they drove this car to my house, pulled it off of the truck, delivered it to me right to my doorstep, and I was able to use it that same day. I signed a paper, and that was it. And now I am the proud owner of a Dodge Challenger because I simply went through Carvana, and it was super easy to do, guys. Super easy to do. Now, with that said, let's go back over to some other news, right? We're going to get into Nio as well. Where's Nio? Nio is also up today, okay? We can't trade them all. I wish we could, but we can't. That's up 53% in 10 days. Now, we have been watching this company for quite some time, and unfortunately, we did not invest in it. right? Because it's almost like a penny stock. But in a week, it's gone up 27%. Overnight, even just from yesterday to now, it went up 15%. Overnight, it went up 18%. So this is pretty amazing. The market is open right now, so we're going to be looking at some potential trades. But as you can see here, this is a nice reversal pattern. This is the exact reversal pattern that we're always talking about in our channel. And as you can see here, 3 stages of reversal. You have your stage 1 rejection, stage 2 consolidation, and stage 3 confirmation. So this is exactly what we talk about quite often. A lot of people will buy in this rejection period. They'll lose money and they'll either sell down here or they will hold and they'll end up just breaking even. Who likes to break even? No one likes to break even, guys. And with that said, you don't want to be buying in stage 1. You want to be maybe buying a little bit in stage 2 and a lot in stage 3. So this is a great indication of that, right? Why buy here, watch it go down, now you're nervous because you've lost 40% of your position size, and then it comes back up, maybe, and you break even. You literally wasted 50 days of money you cannot use somewhere else because you'd have to sell for a loss. No one wants to do that, okay? I know I certainly don't, and a lot of new beginners, a lot of people watching this channel have done that in the past. So instead of doing that, you wait for confirmation, wait for this to sell off, wait for confirmation in these buy zone areas where their support levels are, and then you start loading up, right? So if you're buying down here, you're up 48%. Even if you bought at any point in this area, buy here, you're up 26%. So this can be a fantastic tool to use when you're day trading, okay? And this is what I'm trying to teach my viewers here on this account. Buying that dip, it's extremely important. And I did it again. Guys. Ay, ay, ay. Let me show you this 3 stages of reversal. This is what I'm talking about right here. Stage 1, rejection. Stage 2, consolidation. Stage 3, confirmation. Don't buy here, buy a little here, and buy most of it here, okay? No one would want to buy here, okay? Sorry, I got to repeat myself. And wait for this company to go up back to where it started. Because you can lose all your money in this rejectionary period and then sell and you're down 40%. We don't want that. Okay, so you're better off waiting for confirmation, buying in these lower levels, okay? Now also, guys, if you find this video interesting, definitely check out our investingforbeginnerscommunity.com. You can get a free weekly newsletter, our free ebook to help you get started on the path of financial freedom, and a free budget template to help you with step number 3 to take maybe your negative balance every month to a positive balance every month and start using that extra money to invest in, okay? You could also check out our Investing for Beginners private group. When you sign up for this link here, you will get a free invitation to our private group of over 71,000 members. And as you can see, there's almost no spam. I have a really great moderator. He does a fantastic job. We have polls. We have other people talking, not just me sharing my link to YouTube, right? Tons of people talking. I show profits. I show different, other people show their different watch lists. And we're constantly getting new members every single day. Over 300 new members a week, guys, or if not more. So definitely check out that private Investing for Beginners page and check out our Investing for Beginners community YouTube channel overall with over 560 videos, all on content that you guys would love. As you can see here, we're talking about 3 stages of reversal yesterday. We have live streams literally every single day for you guys to go over the market. We also have videos on how you can grow your account from $300 to $3,000, exactly how I did here. Right here. I took an account of $300 a couple of years ago, making about 3% a day, and was able to grow it to over $30,000, making that same 3% a day principal. But now instead of making only $9 a day, we're making over $900 a day. Now, guys, that isn't going to be every single day, but majority of the time it is. We make 10% a week, 40% a month, and we can double our account in 10 weeks or less. Pretty amazing. Now, how and why, or how do I do this? By simply using strategies like this. Buying when oversold. This company is clearly oversold, and buying it creates an area of opportunity for us to get in at a discount. As you can see here, same thing, a smaller scale rejectionary period, signs of reversal, right here, rejection, consolidation, and then confirmation, okay? So you can use this as a guide almost on any stock that you want to use, okay? If you want to get this, I can actually make it available to you guys on the actual Investing for Beginners community website. So that way you can use as a rough guide when you are looking to invest. Now, guys, we're going to go over just a little bit more content here. Now, the FOMC meeting happened yesterday. What is the FOMC? The Federal Open Market Committee. What do? They basically control the inflation rates and determine whether it's going to go up or down. As you can see here, the Fed had a 2% inflation goal, and right now our annual inflation goal is between 3 and 5%. Now, that's not exactly where they want to be. They want it to go lower. They want it to go to 2%. But what are they saying from yesterday's statement? Well, yesterday's statement, they are basically saying that the job gains have remained strong, has eased over the past year but remains elevated. The FOMC also stated that the risks to achieving its employment and inflation goals are moving into a better balance. The committee does not expect it will be appropriate to reduce the target range until it has gained greater confidence that inflation is more sustainable toward 2%. Now, all eyes are on Jerome Powell. This guy right here, he's the Federal Reserve Chair, one of the main guys. Everyone keeps his eye on him. He's pretty much in control of the market in a way, right? When he talks about the market moves. And if he's has good sentiments, then it will go up. If he's kind of hinting that we're not doing so good, the market will go down. And as we can see yesterday on QQQ, this is a 1-for-1 of the NASDAQ. You can see that it didn't really move too much yesterday. It almost traded perfectly sideways. Now, we did have a huge sell-off the day before, and then yesterday, not really anything happened, right? It just kind of traded sideways. Now, it did go up briefly, and if we can go on the 1-hour chart, it did go up, right? So if you would have invested even down at this low point and sold up at this high, it was about 1 to 1.8% profit on your investment on a quick little trade. Now, if you were buying up here, you would have lost 2%, okay? So definitely be cautious and aware when you're trading those FOMC meetings. Now, we are live, so we are going to go over some quick plays here. Enough about all that boring stuff. Some of you guys just want to see trades. So Apple is not doing too bad. They are actually up from this low period, bouncing off that SMA level and going up. AMD also finding that low here, finding some support at this 142 level and at that 140, 143 level, okay, 145 level. So that potentially can go up. And if it does go to previous resistance levels, that's a 10% profit on your investment on AMD. Amazon, definitely not doing too much. They're pretty much just kind of trading sideways at this point. They are in those overbought levels, so not something that we would be trading. Coney, same thing. Coney's a company that pays a monthly dividend yield. So when they do pay out that monthly dividend yield, it's actually 10% per month, which is like 120% per year dividend yield. Very high risk, but if you can buy in at these low levels, then you can actually make some good money, not just from a dividend yield, but also from appreciation. That's a 20% swing from lows to highs. So be aware of that when trading Coney. Super high risk stock, but this is a super high risk account. Obviously, as you can see here, this is my individual cash account where we're able to grow it from $1,000 to over now $2,500 by using some high risk, buy low, sell high potential outcomes. Now my margin account has over $30,000. This is where I'm able to short positions, buy, sell, and hold long term. Now, because I have two different accounts, my margin account helps me to balance out the training videos that I'm using for you guys on the cash account. I did have some shares of Carvana in this margin account, which helps a lot, so I'm very happy with that. But unfortunately, I did not have any in our individual cash account. At least I did, but I sold way too early. We were at $81, sold at $90, so making $9 per share, but totally missed out here on this factor. Now, we did buy a couple more because we are aware that it is possible it can go up to that $130 mark, making another 7% profit, and even higher than that. Now, it is selling off right now. There are people that are locking in those profits. They're going to wait to buy at a lower point, which is okay. I don't mind holding a few shares in this company. Again, it is a high risk account. So probably not the best thing to do on Carvana, but hey, it's done, and I do believe in it long term. So here we go, Chevron. Chevron having a nice pullback here. As you can see, it's had a nice trail up over the last couple of days. I'd say almost close to 2 weeks, up 7%. Huge pullback though as of right now, about a 5% pullback, which just gives us an opportunity to buy some more. Now, as you can see here, if it goes back up to previous resistance levels, that's about a 4% profit. Not too bad on $160 per share. DJT, now we did call this out the other day. We did lock in some profits in this area right here. It wasn't much, but we were able to lock in about 20%. And then it sold off. So if you are holding here, unfortunately, you are down about that same amount, 17 to 20%. Now, DJT does follow Trump and all of his crazy stuff in the court. So if he has, bad news, it'll go down. If he has good news, it'll obviously go up. So be cautious with DJT. DPZ, Domino's Pizza, as you can see here, it has nice signs of going up, had a good strong earnings, and has now just started to crash and go back down. FMC, for people who are really just watching my video to follow along with some of these companies, we're just going to go over them really fast. We're about 15 minutes into the market open. Now look at this one, F Wonk, or Liberty Media. This is a company that owns Siri XM, has a strong rejectionary period, had some weird consolidation, not very long, and then it went up into a consolidation period, and still going into that consolidation period. Now remember, for all of you who are new, 3 stages of reversal. You have the rejection period, the consolidation period, and the confirmation period. Most people, most beginner investors will buy in this rejection period. We don't want to do that. We want to add a few shares in the consolidation period and then add and load up when it's in a confirmation period. Okay, if you guys want that, you can download it at theinvestingforbeginners.com right here and get your free weekly newsletter. So definitely look into that if you haven't already. It's completely 100% free. I never ask you to buy, hold, or sell a stock, and I don't ask you to buy anything. I don't sell you anything. I don't sell alerts, and everything is 100% free. I believe in free education, so I will continue educating for free. Now, Gladstone Capital is a company that pays a monthly paying dividend. As you can see here, it pays out every single day, and we've been watching this company for quite some time. You can get swings as high as 30% swings, 20% swings, and most recently 12% and 12% in less than a month. Buying low, selling high, locking in profits while also having that sweet, sweet dividend yield. Now they are paying 16 cents per share per month now because they did have a 1-for-2 reverse split, which is fantastic for us. They took about 50% of their shares off of the market, which was able to increase their dividend share, their dividends per share from 8 cents to 16 cents. And now that it's coming down, we are going to load up even more on some GLAD, so that way it goes up to those previous resistance levels. Now, potential here again is about 15% from those highs and lows. We just have to wait for it to go down and dip a little. Google, what is Google doing? Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. Google is playing off of this EMA line, so EMA line is acting as support right now. It did pass this old resistance level, so old resistance levels become new support levels, and if it can hold, then we can see it going up potentially, I'd say about 5 or 6%. Okay, so definitely watch Alphabet as that goes down or up. Now Hood had a nice little play here. It did go up. We're gonna draw another support level line at this $16 mark, and it does have potential to go up. Now, as you can see here, it had about a 6% profit from lows of support to highs of resistance, another 6% profit. Now it's already on its way. It's already up about 4%, coming back down a little bit, right? And had that potential of making 9% profit. Now, if this does stay underneath this level, this will then become a resistance level, right? A very strong resistance level. If it goes above it, then it'll go turn back into a support level. So we're just waiting to see what Hood does. Now, that is Robinhood Marketplace. And Intel, for all of you that are watching Intel, had a huge rejection period. Right now, it is in the consolidation period, so I did buy a few shares of it while it's in that consolidation period, finding support at that $30 mark. I bought at 31.08, so I'll definitely add a little bit more as it starts to begin to rise. Now, this is my point of entry. I'd like to enter around, I'd like to enter now, which I did. Maybe buy a few more at 31, a few more shares at 32, and then really load up if it starts going above this $32.50 level. Now, even just this small potential here of about 7% with another larger potential of 30%, so about 40% profit if you're buying at these low consolidation periods. As you can see, Intel has had a huge rejection period. Now it's in consolidation and we're waiting for that to go into a confirmation area. JDST, now that is a company that is a two times leverage ETF of gold for the bears. So they are going against gold. Well, they're going up slightly. They could get to this next resistance level. As you can see, it did close. So this resistance now becomes a support level. And that means that JNUG is the exact opposite. JNUG is going past its support level, creating new areas of support. And as you can see here, it's gone as low as $34. And if it goes down a little bit, it may bounce off this support or off of this SMA level, being able to provide us with, let's just say, about a 16 to 17% profit if it goes from the support level up to that resistance level. Now it is below, so we are going to put a resistance level here. If it passes and breaks through, it'll turn back into a support level. Mara's a company that's not doing too bad. Hello guys, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you guys stopping in, spending part of your day with me. Smash that like button so more people can find this video, and subscribe to the channel if you find value in what I'm doing here. Now, Mara had a nice support level of about $14, $15, and was able to make a nice run up previously, about 34%. So 34% profit, even on a $1,000 investment, would be $340. I use $1,000 as an example because most beginner investors, people watching my channel, are investing with either $1,000 or less, trying to grow their account, obviously past that PDT rule of $25,000. Now, PDT is a rule that they use to flag pattern day traders and also keep new traders safe. If you can't profit on 3 trades a week, then I don't expect you guys to profit on 10, 20, or 30 trades per week. Now, this does kind of cripple you guys when it comes to investing, because if you waste 3 day trades and you have a really good setup on that 4th day, then you're unable to invest, at least on a day trade standpoint. So we do like to day trade here, but we also have swing trade opportunity potentials on some of these companies as well. Now, Mara is in these buy zone areas with potential to go up to previous resistance levels of, say, $20 and making you about 18% profit. Now, 18% profit on a $1,000 investment would be $180. Literally, all you're doing is just adding a 0 behind that percent point. Now, MDU, we had a subscriber yesterday, I believe his name is Christian. He called out MDU, and it actually has been going up, right? So I thought it would probably come back down to this previous support level, and it didn't, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with with that, right? Sometimes they play out good, sometimes they don't. But MDU is actually looking really good, very bullish over the last few months. Meta's not doing too good. It actually had strong earnings, but it had bad sentiment, so it just extremely crashed, creating these lows here in this 420, 423 area, and it's struggling to go back up to previous resistance levels and previous highs, creating a new resistance level at 448. It's now going to be trying to consolidate in this period. You may want to load up a few positions or a few shares down in this area for potential to go up 20% when it does go up to those previous resistance levels. Microsoft doing really well. They actually skipped this whole consolidation. Excuse me. Microsoft doing really well. They actually skipped this consolidation period and went straight into a confirmation period after a strong rejectionary period. Now this old resistance level now becomes a support level because it went above it, okay? Which can provide about a 5 to 8% return on your investment when it goes up to those previous resistance levels. Nio is now coming down from its previous highs. It looks like it went up 14%, 18% overnight. So Nio was one of those companies that followed along with Carvana going up. Now Carvana is a retail company for cars. They sell everything. Nio is an EV company which sells electric vehicles. NNOX or NanoX Imaging, this is a company that who bought this company? Someone invested a ton of money into Nanix, and we've been watching it ever since, having lows of about $8 and highs of 11, making 25% profit in 9 days. Ever since that spike up, it has been rejecting, and now it's looking like it was in some consolidation period, now trying to go up. Now, I had a huge red candle today. That is expected after about a 6% increase in 1 day. Still looking at a potential 25% profit if we can get up to those previous resistance levels. Nvidia is not looking too good. It's getting higher highs and higher lows, so it's just slowly trailing its way back up to previous resistance of 936 and highs of 963, making anywhere from 10 to 13% profit. Now, it is possible for it to go up that high, but look, that would, if you have $1,000, that's going to be one position at $847. You could buy one share. So not a company I would recommend for new investors out there trying to make some quick money. Ocugen, I've been trading very heavily, buying low, selling high, and now it's kind of in this rejectionary period, trying to find its consolidation, where actually true price is. It's going down slightly, but if you can buy anywhere in this 115, 110 range, and it goes back up to previous resistance levels, you have a potential to make 27% profit on this penny stock. Be aware it is a penny stock, so the cheaper can always get cheaper. One Stop Systems is a company that we have been watching now. It is in a rejectionary period, trying to find some consolidation, but as you can see, that EMA line is still crashing and going down. So we are going to be waiting for confirmation here. Having some strong support levels at that $2.76 mark with strong resistance levels currently right here, I'd say, based off of recent support and recent resistance, about $3. Now, it can go up even higher than that. Looks like there is another resistance area, I'd say about right here at the $4 area, right? Because it is a whole number, and whole numbers usually are a psychological factor, right? To highs of 450. So if you are invested in this company, there is potential to make 40% profit to 60% profit on some of these higher resistance levels. Oxy or Occidental has been trailing up for quite some time. As you can see, it has this support level here, about $55. Went way past its resistance level at that $66 mark, and even went even higher to about $70. Okay, that was a very good resistance level here for Oxy. Now it's just going down, creating The support level, which used to be green, is now a resistance level. Trying to find support now, new support levels right around that $64 mark, creating some opportunity for it to go back up 3% to 8% if you invested in this company. Now, Palantir's had some good news. It's had some bad news. It's all over the place, okay? Now, we did have two options here. We thought it would either go up or go down. It went down slightly and then rebounded right here at this $21 level. So it looks like that may be some new support for this company. So we're just going to put a support line here. And we're going to take away these. Okay, not all of our trade ideas, trade setups are going to go according to plan, and that's okay. That is okay. But it's actually already up about 4% from previous support at 21 and has the potential to go up 16% to those previous resistance levels and previous highs of $25. So pretty cool. Palantir is a company we're definitely going to be watching. QQQ, obviously, it's $423. This plays off of the NASDAQ, but that's not a company that we would invest in. We would actually use TQQ because it's cheaper, $52 a share, and it's 1-for-1 triple leveraged of the QQQ. So as it's starting to find some support here at $51, there is potential for it to go up and make some previous highs, about 7% profit, all the way up to 20% profit from where it was trading previously. As you can see here, this is a reversal pattern in the upside down path, right? Going up, and now it's going down. It's in that rejectionary period. These will also become resistance levels now because old support become new resistance if it passes those criteria, right? So now it's below this area and it's creating strong resistance and strong selling pressure at 54 and 56. And it's actually below that EMA level. As you can see, the blue line is going down, which means overall the company is going to be going down. The SMA level is having a nice slight decline, which means it's in a rejection period. Reddit looks like it's following along with our line that we created, making new highs and new lows. Roku also just trying to consolidate in this area right here. Now, if it can find that support, then this resistance level that it passed will become a strong support level with potential to make about 12% profit going off of that new resistance line. Schwab, it's looking okay, not too bad. This is another company that pays a quarterly dividend, okay? It pays a quarterly dividend and has some good overall market exposure. Sofi is a company that was going up, crashed down, hit these new lows of 669, and it's now trying to make its way back up. But I drew this resistance level a few days ago. I believe it was on Sunday or Monday. We created these resistance levels. Went up 5%, and now it's having a hard time passing this resistance line. That's why it's so important to create your support and resistance levels either the night before or the day before. So what can this do? Well, it can actually go right back down to those $6 levels, lose the 5% that it was making, and potentially go back up and just kind of go like this, up and down in this area. Now, if it does go back up, that's 5% profit, 8% profit, 12, 13% profit, and even as high as 23% profit if we can get to some of these new levels that it was at previously. If you haven't seen the commercials for SoFi, then you must be living under a rock because I see a commercial for SoFi almost every single day. SoundHound AI is another company that was heavily invested with some financial institutions, finding its low at about that $3 mark. So we're going to create a new support level at $3.24. And now it's having some consolidationary period here, okay, strong rejection period, some consolidation period, trying to find that confirmation period here, that confirmation stage, moving up in an upward direction. Now, SoundHound does have the potential to go up 133%. That is just crazy. Also has a potential to make about 30% profit on the lower resistance level scale, which would be good, right? It's not a very expensive company to buy. You could easily buy, 10, 20 shares in this consolidation period. And as it goes up, you can obviously load up and buy more shares. Now, SQQ is looking really good. SQQ is a triple leveraged inverse ETF of QQQ. So when the market does really bad, SQQ does really well. If you don't feel like shorting, right, taking that short interest, and also you need over $2,000 to even be able to short, right? You don't have to. You can simply short the market by investing in SQQQ. Now remember, SQQQ is the inverse. So that means when TQQ goes down, SQQ goes up. I would rather invest in TQQQ because in the overall market, it's going up. SQQ obviously is going down. So I would not invest in SQQQ long term. Okay, these are definitely short-term plays, and as you can see, I have traded this company before, buying low, selling high, and etc. Okay, now would have been an opportunity to buy, bouncing off this EMA line. They're already up about 3%. It's not much, but for a new investor, that might be all you need. Now TQQ is obviously going back down, finding that resistance level at that $56 mark, going down now to some previous support levels. If it gets down to the support level, you can easily see 12% profit, all the way up to a 28% profit, going up to those previous resistance levels. Last but not least, guys, we have Tesla. Tesla is actually selling off, and it's doing a really great job selling off. All it's going to do is give us an opportunity to buy again, possibly find support at this 175 level, and going back up to previous highs, making about a 10% profit. Now that is what is going on today. Those are the markets. The markets are green, which is quite interesting to see overall because of the FOMC meeting yesterday, inflation, all the uncertainty and everything going on. It did start out in a nice high period. Now it is going in a low period. So definitely wait for the confirmation for these to find that consolidation and go up to newer highs. Remember, 3 stages of reversal: rejection, consolidation, and confirmation. We don't want to buy in stage 1 at all. We want to wait for some consolidation, key support areas, and maybe buy a few shares. And then when it starts confirming, having confirmation of reversal, higher highs being made, support was confirmed, then we can load up and buy some, strong position sizes in this stage 3 area. Also, before I leave, definitely check out our investingforbeginnerscommunity.com. You get a free weekly newsletter, a free ebook, 10-step guide, and a budget template to use for step number 3. Take your negative balance every month. Maybe you're spending money on your credit cards to survive, and flip it around, make some adjustments, and start saving money, having a positive amount in your bank account every month, and then start investing that extra money. You'll also get a link to you also get an invitation to our private group when you sign up with our weekly newsletter, to a community of over 70,000 members. Now, this is a very active community. It's actually one of the largest, most active communities still today in 2024. Look at that. No spam at all. We have an amazing moderator that does a fantastic job keeping all the spammers and scammers out. We have random people giving out polls, ideas, trading strategies, their positions, what they're invested in. Look at this guy. He invested in Carvana and was up 8%. Holy moly, now it's at 120. He's probably up that 30 or 45%. This guy here, he's invested in some of these companies. So, his portfolio is looking really green. And when we have people just asking questions and, just basically getting involved with the community. And it's really cool, guys. Over 70,000 members, so definitely check that out. Also, check out some of our other videos, how I grow and grew my account from $300 to $30,000. I talk about it a lot in this video: buying low, selling high, stuff like that. How I plan to make $20,000 on these 2 companies. What do you think they are? and how I plan on making over $1,000 with this one ETF. Also videos on how you can make money when the stock market is selling off, and how to trade Bitcoin without actually trading Bitcoin. We also have stuff on investing in crypto, investing in REITs or real estate investment trust, popular videos, a ton of shorts. This one got 800 views in the first like 12 hours. Not bad. So we're on our way to 1,000 views on the majority of these videos that we're putting out. We also have our live streams, so definitely check out past live streams. Some of them I am trading live, getting in positions and exiting out of positions, sharing my thought process on exactly why I'm doing that, and just having overall great engagement with subscribers just like you. So guys, I appreciate your time. We've been going for about 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes. So I'd say that is a wrap on our live stream. Green for us today, even though the markets are selling off slightly. Follow along with my journey on how we can grow this $1,000 cash account to another $25,000, right? This here is for you guys to learn and become educated in investing in stocks. So I appreciate your time, your support, and like always, let's end the year on a green note. Thank you guys, and we'll see you all in tomorrow's live stream.